Matthew, is diving dangerous?
It can be. If you're not doing the proper precautions and following the right steps, absolutely can be dangerous.
Have you found yourself in a situation where you're diving and whether you or someone else, they do something and then ultimately puts them or the group in a compromised situation?
Yeah, we had a gentleman once inflate something at about 45 feet below water, and he ascended almost immediately, holding on to this balloon basically up to the surface, and that can be very dangerous for him, for his lungs, for his body.
I would imagine even the whole group had a sense of dread or feeling of frustration because you all had to go up at that moment, didn't you?
We all had to slowly ascend, and yeah, we were very concerned for him.
So, transitioning, James says this way, it says, yes, indeed, it's good when you obey the royal law as found in scriptures. Love your neighbor as yourself. But if you favor some people over others, you're committing a sin. You are guilty of breaking the law. For the person who keeps all of the laws except one is guilty as the person who broke all of God's laws. For the same God who said you must not commit adultery also said you must not murder. If you murder someone but do not commit adultery, you still have broken the law. James is saying the highest form and expectation of Christianity is love, meaning no favoritism. And so I think that when we talk about diving, there are things that can put you in danger. James is saying the same kind of thing. Have you ever found that you were in a situation where you had to kind of adjust on the fly, so to speak?
Oh, sure. I've bumped my mask a couple of times, and it fills immediately with water. Well, at 45 or 100 feet below water, you can't just take it off, shake it, put it back on. There's a process that you've got to put it back on, and you've got to blow the air out, and you have to be calm and relaxed doing that. Otherwise, it's just not going to work.
So I think that when James is saying that if we break one of the laws, breaking the whole law, he's putting the weight and the importance on it. I think the adjustment for us, because on the fly, it's hard to just all of a sudden change. And so the Lord says that if we ask for forgiveness, he forgives us. I think the second part that he asks us to do is he asks us to help us to not show favoritism, but to have an equal view of all people. So calibrate that way this week by asking the Lord forgive you for showing favoritism, and then ask him to help you show equality to all people. So until next week, remember, don't just take life as it comes, calibrate and shape it as you go. Thank you for following Calibrate. Share it with someone you know. Take a moment and review us and give us a good rating on iTunes, Google Play, Facebook, or YouTube.